Hi, Glenn Phillips here with Lake Homes Realty and lakehomes.com. You know, it's a crazy hot real estate market. Even at the lake, it's more so. But today, I want to talk to you about 4 strategies that lake home buyers are using where they've adapted that home sellers need to understand so that they be sure that they're not taken advantage of. So, these 4 strategies, let's start right off here. Number 1, a strategy of these home buyers is to make offers that are sort of hard to compare to other offers. I call it apples and oranges. So the strategy now, as buyers are adapting to the changing market and competition, is that they submit contracts that make it look like it's standing out from the competition. And it may really be the best offer, but it could just be one that's different enough to stand out where financially it may even be a little bit of a sleight of hand with money in the contract language. But it's a strategy to try to separate themselves from all the other offers on a home. And if you're selling a home, you need to be aware of what is it you're really trying to accomplish and not be distracted by this strategy. Buyer strategy number 2, where allowed by law, escalation clauses. So if you're not familiar with this idea, think back about maybe you've used eBay where you could do auto bidding, and it creates almost a little mini auction where if your price gets beaten by another price, your contract automatically agrees to do incremental steps and escalate your offer up to some lid. Well, this strategy is very popular where they don't necessarily want to put all their best money forward, and so they make it a bit of a competition and throw it into an auction environment. If you're selling your home, you need to be aware of this and realize that with just a few escalation clause offers, that's not too bad. But what if you had a whole stack of them and they're all built different with different clauses? It can actually be a headache to figure out which one's the best. So as a seller, you want to be aware of what those are and if you even want to deal with them. Now, strategy number 3. This is one that's really come about quite recently. Sellers of lake homes have been doing the offers of, they're trying to get it sold in one day or one weekend, and the agents brag, sold in one day. It's not sold in one day. It's under contract in one day or one weekend. And as a seller, that actually can work against you. Why? Well, one, the buyers for lake homes tend to come from lots of different areas, often out of state. It's really better to have a couple of weekends to get the best stack of offers from the best buyers who may not can come the first day. But here's the other problem. Buyers have adapted their strategy knowing that if the contract's going to be awarded after just a day or a couple of days, they're not worrying about winning the home to buy. They're just worrying about winning the contract, and then they're deciding through different contingencies and options if they want the house. And so as a seller, you can probably relate to this. In a day, they can't decide if they really want the house or not. So they're building in a new strategy to win the contract and use contingencies. So as a seller, you need to either allow more time so that you remove this type of strategy, or be prepared to look at the contingencies that are allowed that first time, that first offer you accept, and its backup to not fail through contingencies and opt-outs where that seller's using the contract to decide if they want the house after the fact. Now, strategy number 4 I want to cover today is aggressive deadlines on the offers. How this plays into this is we're seeing cases where a seller of a lake home says, look, we're going to take offers through perhaps, let's say, Sunday afternoon at 2. We'll present them to the seller. The agent will present the offers to the seller Sunday at 2. And so to try to get ahead of it, buyers and their agents are saying, well, my offer's only good till Friday. And so it's expired. Well, the buyers believe that they can force the homeowner to take the offer ahead of all the other opportunities. But what's really happening, if you'll bide your time, is stick to the rules and know that those hyper-aggressive offers need to play by the same deadline rules. Don't look ahead. Look at them all at the same time. And the sellers, as a seller, you want to be aware that the best offers tend to not be the ones that are too gamey. Anyways, these are 4 strategies that if you're selling your lake home, you need to be aware that the buyers are doing them. I hope these have been helpful. We have lots of other tips, other different types of strategies and ideas and videos and stories at lakehomes.com, as well as tens of thousands of homes and lake properties of lands and lots for sale across the country at lakehomes.com. Be sure and visit us, and have a great day. For more information, be sure to check out lakehomes.com.